Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just a second. All right. Let's get this party started. All right. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, I look rough this morning. Folks, I just came back. I had to wake up early this morning. I had to give my annual blood work. I've been delaying it since December, so decided to go with my wife today. So I'm wearing a hat. I haven't had a chance to shower yet. I got up at 6 o'clock, went there, and just got back about 25 minutes ago. So excuse my appearance. I think this is the first time I ever wore a hat to the show live, but that's what I look like in the morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Devin, Yuri, good morning. Sherman, Robert, Pete, Jack, Robert, Sherman, Cheese Grade Trader, Deanna, Ivan, John, Ample, IQ Johnny, good morning. Minnesota Matt, Javad, Ray, Charles, Harold, Lloyd, Sandy, good morning. Thank you, Sandy. Steve, Ivan, Richie, good morning. Sherman, Steve, Catherine, Flying Ronan, Al, Stan, Russ, Stacy, Moondog, Cam, Tom. Good morning, everybody. Nathan, good morning. George, good morning. Jim, Ernest, Keith, Hopium Jill, Charlie Clyde, Eagle Beagle, Richard, Penny. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And folks, we have a lot of new people here. We had a week ago 22,000 subscribers to this channel. Now we have 31,000 subscribers. I know we have a lot of people who are a little shy. Say hello. Don't be bashful. We don't bite. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Richie. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Illinois grain farmer. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Sylvia, good morning. Forrest, Scott, Jody, Wade, James, Robert, Moondog, High Grounder. We got Scotty. We got Peter. Good morning, Peter. I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while. Let me know how you're doing. Dave, Henry. Yeah, I have to mix it. Yeah, it took me an extra 10 minutes to get home because of the golfers in the area. Tom, Genevieve, Scotty. In hindsight, Richie, it was not a good idea to go today, but here I am. I'm back home. I got my bandage. I'm going to take it off. I just got home literally half an hour ago, just in time to do this. Good morning, Linda, Debbie, Fred, Paul, Carlos. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Karen the Shark is here. Jan, Greg. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Brian, Johnny, Mark, Matt, Roddy, SJ, Kevin, Brian, Texas, Kirk, Ronnie, Mind, Mark, Jerry, Randy, Dr. Luke. Good morning, William. Good morning, Dave. Dave. Good morning, David Johnson. Good morning, RBX, Don, Krish, Steve, Duff, Steve, High Grounder, Moondog, Robert. Good morning, Wade, Jody, Scott, Forrest. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Robert, Krish. Folks, if I missed your name, I'm not doing it on purpose. Just a lot of people here. All right. Good morning, Steve, Hefe. Good morning, Jeff, James, Robert, Mike. Yes, it's me. I know I look a little different today. It's just me wearing a hat. Sometimes I got to wear a hat. Don, good morning. Folks, if you're just coming in here, if you're just coming in here, good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ladorsky, Arnulfo, Julio, Don, good morning, everybody. Please, please, please make sure that you do a few things. Good morning, Rihanna. Good morning, Krishna. Make sure you are watching on 1080p, okay? To get the best quality video, you want to make sure you're watching on 1080p, okay? I'm going to switch myself now. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and if you get some benefit out of it. And subscribe to our channel. You'll be notified immediately when we post new videos, okay? All right, Kevin, Carla, good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome, welcome, welcome. God, I'm looking at myself. I look awful in the hat. But anyways, we are Belfast John. Good morning, Victor, Mary, Kevin. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Very, very nice of you. Sam, good morning. Life with Marty. Good morning from Australia. My son is in Australia. Life with Artie Marty. Yeah, my son is studying vet in Australia. Shrimp on a Barbie. All right. So let's talk about the markets. Let's talk about the markets. And let me just get my CTAs going so I have them. So first things first, folks, real quick, some housekeeping. Please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to go to our Zoom room at noon today for the VIP show. I'm going to talk more about A-lines. I'm going to give you the confirmations, show you where to take profits, give you a little review from yesterday, and put it all together in a package for you. And I'll also talk about debit spreads, how to apply debit spreads and straight calls and puts to A-lines to save you a little bit of money. So we're going to be doing that. Peru's gross for all 20K plus of us, you pros fees. Anyways, yeah, I do need a military helmet. That's right. That's right. A military helmet would be better. All right. So that's the link to the VIP room at noon. Here's the link to the Telegram channel. I highly recommend you guys join because I post a lot of goodies there and freebies, including levels. And here is customer service live. If you have questions, your first stop should be customer service live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Okay. All right. On that note, let's begin. So the markets are softer today. They're clearly softer. The Nasdaq's down over 100, the Dow's down over 300. This is not random. This is real. Selling pressure. It's not. I mean, it's not crazy, but this is not. This is not what we want to see here. Definitely not what we want to see. And the S&P has been coming off the last 15, 20 minutes pretty hard. I'm not sure what's causing it, but we're coming off the last 20 minutes pretty darn hard. Okay, pretty darn hard. If there was any news in the last 15 minutes, um, if there was any news in the last 15, 20 minutes, please let me know because obviously I'm here. I can't be at two places at once. And my assistant, he steals my news feed. I got his a news feed and he stole it from me. So, but I should still be able to use it pre-open. Anyways, I'll talk to him about that. All right. As far as Fed data, we've got jobless claims today. I'm going to make a very, very weird prediction, and I'm going to predict that it's going to be in the low 200,000s. I know, it's a really crazy guess, but I'm going to just throw caution in the air, and I'm going to I'm going to anticipate that it's going to be somewhere between 210 and 220,000, which it's been there for the last 8 years, but we don't talk about that. So I'm not going to predict anything is going to happen there, and we'll treat it like it's a big surprise, like we didn't know it was coming, like we do every week, and then we'll forget about it. Okay? I predict. That's my prediction for the next 25 minutes. Okay. Good morning, Gregory. Good morning, Porkies, Jeff, Bonnie, Henry, and if you're new here, please say hello. I don't bite. I promise I won't bite. US dollar. US dollar is still consolidating in this range. If the US dollar goes higher from here, that will be inflationary. That will be inflationary. Okay. If it doesn't go up from here, it's going to be deflationary. And I think we're going to stick around. I was watching 60 Minutes yesterday from this Sunday, and they had they had the Secretary of War, and he said that we may be in it for the long haul. So I don't know. Trump is saying we're practically done, and this guy's saying we may be in for a long haul. It doesn't seem like they have a clear plan, and that's very, very bad. Jody says U.S. targets 16 trading partners with Section 301 investigation to reinstate tariff. Oy vey. Thanks. That's all we need right now is tariffs. I mean, the war is not enough. We need more. We need more uncertainty. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I don't mean to got into this. Okay. So US dollar not really doing much right now. Wait and see mode. Wait and see mode. Bond market. Bond market's breaking down even further. This yield, this is a result of war. Inflation is running up rampant right now. This is extremely inflationary right here. Extremely inflationary. And by the way, it was expected after we broke 200. Crude oil. What is crude oil doing? And you guys may remember I told you that. Uh, Remember what I told you. What I told you guys. The war is not going to come to an end. I don't care if I don't care if Iran comes here and says we're part of America. As long as oil is above 70, right here, 78, right here, this level, we are in war. We need to get back on this side of the fence, preferably right here in this area, right here, around 66, 67. I don't see that happening anytime soon, but that's where we're at right now. Notice price is actually going higher. We went down. We had some peace over the weekend, and then all of a sudden now we're back at it. Now, this is emotional. This is craziness right here. But this is not. This is very similar to what we saw with gold market. We peaked out and then we started building again. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I was looking at the pump this morning. Crazy. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. It was crazy. I mean, the prices are insane. Good morning, Eduardo. Good to see everybody. Please say hello. We don't bite. Good morning. We got about 436 people here. Okay. I heard Virginia is a beautiful place, Eduardo. Beautiful, beautiful place. My daughter is thinking of going to law school there, actually. William and Mary, first law school in the country. All right, gold market. Gold is continuing its ascent. I know yesterday during VIP room, people were like freaking out about gold prices, but I looked at the chart and I mean, there's nothing really going on with gold, you know? Uh, it's remember, you can't just look at this. You got to look at the trend. It's like last week, no, 2 weeks ago, when people were emailing me saying, Roger, what's going on with Bitcoin? It's down 2%. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, there's nothing going on with Bitcoin. You got to look at the trend. You can't just look at the chart. So crude oil is coming back up. I would really like crude oil to revert back to the 8 day and start coming down, but we're not seeing that at all right now. Okay. Handling administrator of the shipment of insurance to put in effort your insurance guarantees. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. Yeah, it is. I heard it's a beautiful place. Yeah, yeah. That's what my wife and my daughter are going there this Saturday and Sunday to do a tour of the school. William and Mary. She got a scholarship. She got a scholarship to a couple of schools, but she really likes that one for some reason. It speaks to her. Uh, China. China is, again, remember yesterday we were debating whether this is going to be a V recovery. And I said after yesterday, I don't think so. I think it's just going to stay around here and consolidate. And that's what it's looking like. Okay. That's what it's looking like. So just to summarize, US dollar a little bit higher or choppy. Bond market probably breaking even further down, getting back into this trend right here, getting into this area right here, which it's not that far away from, or maybe bouncing a little bit around here, but volume is picking up and I'm not seeing any trajectory to a consolidation. And we're already breaking the lows, so not really seeing anything great. Crude oil, this is very disturbing. I don't want to see us trade above 100, but this is telling us that the war is actually escalating, not based on some emotional roller coaster, but actually based on fundamentals. Okay. And folks, if I'm saying something that you don't like or you don't want to hear it, I apologize. I'm only going by I'm reading the charts. I don't have any bone in this. And I hate politics. So I'm really I'm about as objective as they come. Yeah. So gold still moving its trajectory. It's still moving higher. Slowly, but it's moving higher. You see this right here? This right here? That's this on crude oil. That's just emotional nonsense. That doesn't sustain itself. But what happened afterwards? See afterwards how it slowly starts building up? That sustains itself. Now, we're roughly right now on gold, roughly at over 60% of this bar, which took a long time to cover, but we are still moving higher and we're maintaining this trajectory. Gulf oil is at 118. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Hourly pin bar said the low 2 days ago. We are trending up. Okay. So Bitcoin consolidating, not really doing anything. China consolidating. All right. What about, let's talk about the stock market. Catalysts. Where is Minnesota Matt? Where's Charlie? Where's everybody? Where's everybody with all the goodies? Where's everybody with all the goodies? Do we have our catalysts? I'll start talking, and you guys post the catalysts as you guys see fit. You guys have been doing an amazing job with the catalysts. Thank you, Minnesota Matt. And once again, let me give you guys some links. Let's take a little pause. We're doing really good on time. Plus, I'm not in a hurry at all today. So let me give you some links while we do the catalysts. Here is this is the Zoom room. This is where I host VIP room every day. Okay. Today's agenda in the VIP room is going to be review yesterday's session, how to confirm an A line, profit targets, and risks on A line. They're very fixed. How to trade options with A lines and debit spreads with A lines. It's going to be a fantastic show. And if you missed yesterday, we're going to talk about that as well. And so again, here's the link to the VIP room. That's the agenda for noon. Here's the Telegram channel. I'm about to start going hot and heavy and posting things for you. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show, where you can go for your answers. And Goose and Cam, I hope you guys are doing well today. Yeah, millions now lost on ships sinking. Yeah, and we're like, whew, the amount of money we spent on this war in the first 11 days is massive. I was just reading it before coming here. Really, really massive. We really don't need this right now. I mean, we may need it, but we don't, financially, we really don't need it. Hey, Leo, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Leo. Thank you for the feedback. Todd, good morning. Charlie, all right. Catalyst, Minnesota Matt and Charlie are coming in hot. Industrial, basic materials, consumer staples, crude oil, Fed data. We got Fed data. We got crude oil. Crude oil and energy. Charlie, crude oil and energies are the same thing. We got industrial, we got basic materials, and we got consumer staples. Look at that. You and Matt are identical today for the first time, by the way. Belfast John, you got everything, I think, except industrial. I think you got everything except industrial. So yeah, Charlie, just for future reference, crude oil and energies, same thing. Crude oil, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. So you got industrial. You guys, both Charlie and Minnesota Matt, great job. And Belfast John, you're only missing one. Good job, good job. Goose says there's no code for A-line and TradingView, but I can help you chart A-line and TradingView and read the charts. Hold on a second. There should be some code in A-line for TradingView. Let me tell that to Matt real quick. Yeah, I asked Matt about that. There should be A-line code for TradingView. They should be. Um, thanks, Goose. It's not hard code. Yeah, war's not cheap. Mark, Charlie, you got it. Okay, Armin, good, 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 good. All right, Matt will let me know about that. The price of crude oil climbed more than 4% as concerns intensified about the Middle East. Escalating Middle East conflict pushes oil prices higher. Not good. As a matter of fact, here, let me just send you a telegram, a little alert right now, letting you know what I'm thinking right here. We want to close below this area today, below 100. Okay. There. I'm posting this for you guys on Telegram. Okay. Matt says there is code that exists. Okay. So he's going to look at it. A-line stock strategy and thinkers. Yeah. Deanna should have put it in the members area, Cam. Matt will look into it. Um, all right. He'll take a look at it. There should be a trading view code for A-line. And I have stock fetcher code for you guys too, by the way. Yeah, if you guys want stock fetcher code for A-line, let me know. That's what I use to generate them. So we don't want to be above here. We don't want to get above this level here. We don't want crude to go above 100 next few sessions. That would be a big red flag. Now, folks, if you're curious where I'm posting this right now, it's in your Telegram channel. Okay. And if you don't have access to that Telegram channel, it's right here. Highly recommend you subscribe to our Telegram channel. What's going on here? Oh, messed up something here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, here it is. Here's the Telegram channel. We're actually doing pretty good on time today. All right. So crude oil, we don't want to see it get above this level, okay? All right. Iran halted operations at its oil terminal after two foreign tankers were hit in its water, igniting fires and causing oil spills. The International Energy Agency said the conflict is creating unprecedented upheaval in oil markets, affecting over 7.5% of global supply, an even larger share of exports. The IEA said it's now expects oil supply to increase by only 1.1 million barrels per day this year, down from 2.4. Wow. Whew. Hey, Chris. Hey, David. Good morning to you guys. Good morning. Flinch Ratings analysts said that its latest outlook on Wednesday that global economic growth is expected to remain steady, provided that oil prices recover proves temporary. That's the problem. How long is this going to last? If oil prices climbs to $100 a barrel, remember what I just sent you? $100 right here, $100 right here, right there, and remains at that level, global cross domestic product would be a zero point 0.4 lower after 4 quarters, while inflation in Europe and US would rise by 1.5%. And this is really important. Okay. Let me let me post this for you too. This is actually very, very important. Here. Here. I'm going to post this for you right now. This is why it's important that oil does not rise above the level I posted above. Okay? Really important stuff. And folks, if you're just coming in here right now, and I know a lot of people are just coming in here right now, please make sure you're watching a 1080p and give us a thumbs up right here. Give us a quick thumbs up and join our channel. It helps our viewership from what I understand. Okay. Thank you. Good morning, Ski Bum. Good morning, Rock, Chris, Henry. Good morning, Kurt. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, so this is not good. We don't want to be over $100 a barrel. That's going to be really bad for economics. Campbell's Soup sank 7%. Team Workday fell. These two stocks were on my short list the last few days, by the way, just FYI, before they fell 3% on the underlying. Oracle climbed more than 9%. This was very good. It gave yesterday chip stocks a nice boost. What was funny was chip stocks were actually outperforming software stocks yesterday, even after Oracle earnings. I thought that was interesting. So on an annual basis, headline inflation rose 2.4%. Core CPI rose basically in line with expectations, but it's not down. Remember, we were expecting consumer inflation to be way, way down. It's not down. Okay. Helen says war hasn't been declared. Middle East conflict as usual. I mean, you could use whatever language you want. We're in war. I mean, we're about as in war as we can be in war. It's semantics. Jobless claims are going to come out in about 5 minutes. As you know, I expect this number to be in the low 200,000s, like it's been for the last 8 years. Um, Building permits, housing starts will also be released today. I think this is a delayed report. Let me see if it's a delayed report. Yeah, it's a delayed report. It's not going to have much with this war. It's not going to have much of an impact. GDP tomorrow will have some impact. Jolts will have some impact. The personal income is going to be delayed, so I don't think it's going to be that important. Hey, Mike, good morning to you. Sylvia, good morning to you. Yeah, I don't really care what they call this. They can call it whatever they want. We're in war. I mean, come on, use common sense, folks. It's common sense. Just because they don't call it war, if it looks like a pig and it smells like a pig, it's a pig, right? All right. Trade balance data will be released today. Uh, none of this, the war right now, the events in crude oil is a superseding intervening act, which will completely overshadow everything else that's around. Now, we do have earnings on Dollar General, which came out pretty poor. Adobe, this is important. Lennar Homes and Ulta. This is consumer discretionary. This is home builders. This is consumer staples. And this is software. Okay. Yes, Diamond Jen, an expensive excursion. Yes, we can call it that too. Europe is down half a basis point. Oil prices continue to climb. There's escalation in the Middle East conflict. Yes, there's that word conflict. That's the funniest thing, right? Conflict. It's not a war, it's a conflict. I mean, are we marketers or something? I mean, we're at war, you know? We're in a full-fledged war. Yeah, don't put lipstick on a pig. Special military action. It's a war, guys. It's a war. Let's just call it what it is. It's a war. I mean, stop being so politically correct. Travel stocks slid. We predicted that last Monday when I told you that I'm shorting oil and cruise ship stocks, and I mean airline and cruise ship stocks. At the same time, defense stocks advanced following attacks on the vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. China composite closed slightly lower, tracking regional declines as widening Middle East conflict dented risk appetite. Industrial stocks underperformed, not good. AI-related and non-ferry stocks retreated. That's weird because AI went up here. It's an excursion. If it's your if it's your neighbor's kids, that's a good point. Without a boost on the ground, nothing will change in Iran. Kept calling it an excursion. I don't care what Trump called. I don't. The last thing I care. Please don't get me started with Trump. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah. We're in war, folks. We're in a hardcore war. Japan closed lower today, snapping a two-day rebound as oil prices surged on reports of more ships attacked in Gulf wars and terminal shutdowns. Japan imports around 90%. 90%. I thought it was 75. 90% of its oil from Middle East, leaving its economy extremely vulnerable right now. Very, very, very vulnerable right now. Stocks to watch today: American Airlines, Mosaic, and CF. This is a stock we actually got out of yesterday. We should have held on to it, but I mean, it's completely dependent on the Middle East, so it's very difficult to trade these stocks on technicals right now. Oil stocks advanced as well. This is about as bad can get. This is very, very bad. Okay. All right. All right. So that's that. What time is it? It's 8:30. Let's see what the Fed has to say about employment. Let's see if it's out. Let's see what the numbers will be. I'm going to bet that it's going to be somewhere in the low 200,000s. When you guys get the numbers, let me know what they are, okay? So far, bond market's not doing anything. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the stock market, shall we? Trump says not the war, that's exertion. Well, do you guys believe everything our president says? We're going to solve the war in Ukraine in one day. The day I take president. I mean, he says a lot of things, folks. I mean, just because he says something doesn't mean, I mean, come on, you're all grown-ups here. Do we really need to debate about this? We're not children here, okay? We're not children here. We're in war. I mean, just listen to 60 Minutes on Sunday. We're at war, guys. I mean, I don't want to argue about this. I mean, if we do, it's going to be silly. There's nothing to read between the lines here. We're at war. We're in a war. I mean, if it makes you feel better, you could say whatever you want, but we're at war. Okay, initial jobless claims came in. Uh, that's right, Jeff. They're there for a long, long time. Exactly. That's right, Eagle Beagle. We could be. That's a good point, Scotty. Okay, so let's look at momentum. So let's first of all, first things first. Okay. Yeah, me too, Hefe. Me too. 213, low 200,000s. Anybody shocked? I mean, I know we're really shocked, right? I know the number. Oh my goodness, it's low 200,000s. What? How could it be? I mean, oh my God, this is shocking. This is just shocking. Uh, yeah. So okay, there goes that, and there's no impact on the stock market or the bond market because this number has been priced in for the last 8 years. Okay. Momentum levels. Let's talk about momentum levels. Let's talk about things that we can't control. We have 79 stocks making 1 month highs. We have 368 stocks making uh, 1 month lows. Now, I want you guys to look at this number. Remember, we went to 589 and then we went to 186 and then we went to 254 and now we're at 368. If this number gets to 450, 500, we're going to start reverting back up. But this isn't a crazy high number. And also, if you look at 90-day lows, you'll see there's only 150 stocks breaking down, which is not a huge number. The problem is most of the stocks that are breaking down are in a related sector. It might not be pretty, but I'm quick study and really relatively good looking. There you go, Buck Rogers blockchain. There you go. No, 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 Minnesota Matt. No, no. AI is not going to replace anything. Folks, please, let's not get political and let's not play word games, okay? If it makes you feel better to call it an excursion, God bless if you want to lie to yourself. We're at war. I mean, just look at what the head of military look at what 60 Minutes was saying on Sunday. I mean, we're at war. The whole department was laid off. You guys are funny. Okay. All right. So what about sectors? You guys will be happy to know this, but speculative sectors are still leading. That's a good sign. This is a very, very good sign. Uh-huh. Okay, so let me point this. Let me draw this for you. Here. I'm going to post this for you, okay? Here, let's all settle down. Aside from energies leading for obvious reasons, all speculative sectors are at the top. That's very bullish. Okay? Look at this. Chips, technology, biotech, QQQ, communication, consumer discretionary. These are the most speculative sectors and they're on top. That's not bearish. That's not bearish. By the way, I'm posting this for you in the free Telegram channel. Okay? Right? Okay. Joe, not only do I have it, you have it in the VIP members only area as well. Just call customer service live and they'll hook you up. It's been there for a long time. So the sectors are not looking that bad. The sectors are not looking that bad. Well, what about put the call ratio? Oh my goodness gracious, we're above one finally. This is telling us that put buyers got ahead of themselves finally. Okay. I'm going to post this for you. This taken together with the fact that speculative sectors are leading is actually a pretty bullish sign. put to call ratio telling us that put buyers are getting a bit ahead of themselves. This is bullish. Okay? I'm just telling you how it is. Okay? That's funny, Jack. That's funny. That's pretty funny. All right. So this is pretty bullish. Put the call ratios getting ahead of themselves. Bears are getting a little too emotional here, which means the market should be coming up. Okay. Oh, all right. So this is telling us that we should be looking for a bounce in the market. What about volatility? Well, volatility is breaking back above this level, but it's still not above 26. The key level right now is going to be 26.24. Volatility is actually staying fairly grounded. Remember what I told you. And I don't care what our president says. I don't care what Iran says. I don't care what God says. As far as the financial market is concerned, the war will be on till volatility breaks below this level right here. And that, my friends, is the bottom line. And I will sit in the middle of the sea on a sinking boat, and I will still tell you the same thing, that till we're right here, this war is going to be over. But I'm glad we didn't break this high. Let's hopefully we'll start breaking lower. Let me post this for you. My confidence in that happens to be about 100%. We don't want to break here above. We do not want to see here. We want to break down. Okay. Let me post this for you. Okay. I posted this for you right now. I explained it to you right here. Volatility is not breaking much higher, which is positive. We want volatility to break lower, and not trade above yesterday's high, which is right here, 26.24. See, I posted this for you. This is my Picasso. You know, I've been told that I draw as well as Picasso. Anyway, uh, you know, let's see. Yeah. All right. Number of stocks trading below the 20-day. Last time we came to this anchor, we bottomed out. I'm hoping that this is churning and this is going to bottom out too. We want to see this turn higher, not lower. Okay. See how beautiful my pictures are? Put them in museums. I'm like the worst artist in the, I mean, I draw so bad. Here. Here. We want uh, the number of stocks breaking below the 20-day line to decline. Hence, the graph moving higher, not breaking lower, like it did the last two times we broke down. Okay? Can't get any more specific with you than that. Okay? Can't get any more specific with you than that. I'm laying it all out for you. All right? I'm laying it all out for you. You could see it right there. Laying it all out for you. Oh, we're expecting heavy rain today. Okay. All right. I'm laying it all out there for you. See what time it is. No, it's pretty early still. All right. Let's talk about market. SPY. SPY has not broken this. I don't want this trade below 669.18. I'm going to write this for you right now. I'm going to post this. I don't have to be in a rush today. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm still working for him because of TPC. Okay, we don't want to break this level. Okay. We do not want to break this level on the SPY. Okay. I posted this for you. I posted this for you. Okay. QQQ. We don't want to break this level on QQQ. We don't want to break the 200 here. Let me post this for you as well. We do not want to break this level right here. We do not want to break the 200-day line on the QQQ. Okay. What about MAGs? MAGs are still holding on to the 200-day moving average. We don't want to break this level. If we break this level and break this, we're in deep, deep doo-doo. Okay, we don't want to break 60 on MAGs. Here, I'm going to post this for you too. Why? Why not? That way you guys could refer to this. Okay. We don't want to break 62 on MAGs. Would be bad. Okay. SMH, we don't want to break the 50-day moving average where we are right now. I want to see it go up today, not down. Okay. We want SMH to break higher and not break below the 50-day line where it's sitting right now. Is this helpful to you guys? Is this helpful to you guys? I don't live on the TPC course, Terrence. I live 3 blocks away from the TPC course. Thanks, Buck Rogers. I appreciate that. No, I don't. I live very close. I live like a few blocks away. The next golf course. I live on a golf course, but not TPC. I mean, it's like bumper to bumper traffic right now outside of our house. So there's just no driving right now. Okay. All right. Let me give you levels. Let me give you overnight levels. Very important. Let me give you overnight levels. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll start with the bond market since we're on the bond market already. No need to really go beyond it. We go here. We go right there. My levels, I've been told, have been helping people make some money, which makes me very happy to hear. Okay, there. There. And there. Okay. Let me post this for you. Okay, TLT bond market levels. Okay. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Good for you, Gregory. Good for you. Good for you. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. All right. Hey, HG, good to see you. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're safe. Jill, good morning. William, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, 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 and good morning. SPY levels. Let's do SPY levels. SPY pretty sloppy last night. Kind of all over the place right here. Actually, just bring that down here. Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. All right, let me give you these. And again, I'm making them the size. They're the width of my monitor, so you can see it. SPY levels. Let's do QQQ levels, shall we? Ooh, you know what? This is from yesterday. Here. Okay. There we go. There's our adjusted levels. Let me see. And I'll give you one more here. Not a lot of changes from, I mean, that's the only change from yesterday. That's it. So I'll let you know that too. When they stay range bound, I hardly ever have to change them. QQQ levels, very little change from yesterday. That's because it was choppy yesterday. Okay, let's do SMH. Let's do SMH levels. Okay. 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 Sloppy price action. I hate it when price action is sloppy, but it is what it is. If it was perfect, it wouldn't be the market. All right. SMH levels. And let me give you IWM levels. These are from yesterday. Let's see. That's about it. That's about it right there. Okay. All right. So you guys are having some discussions here. All right. All right. Hopefully you guys are getting value out of these. IWM levels. Okay. So those are our levels. And we could stick with that. Now, let me give you stocks that I'm looking at right now to the short side and the long side. And then I'll give you my analysis. BSX to the short side. GIS to the short side. GTLB to the short side. FSK to the short side. GEN to the short side. And that's it. Let me just check something here. All right. Let me give you upside list. I like Oxy for energy stocks. Be careful. Remember, these are they're very news related right now. That's why I'm nervous right now. CNQ, Canadian stock. Look at that slope. Pretty slopey, but it's a pretty good trend. Starbucks. Of all the stocks moving up on this news, Starbucks. Well, they do drink a lot of coffee in Israel. That's true. ADM, LYV, Live Nation. I don't know why Live Nation and Starbucks are rallying, but here they are. And CGON, oncology stock. Let's see something here. Yeah, it's a biotech. Biotechs are not really correlated to the market. It's a nice look. Now, notice no Netflix, no Amazons, not a lot of stocks that you guys like. So overall, what am I seeing right now in the market? The market's down pretty good right now. We're going to have some volatility. Overall, I'm going to be honest with you. Overall, market internals don't look that bad. They really don't. There's not that many stocks breaking down. The stocks that have been breaking down are moving back up. To me, it seems like we're going to have a lot of volatility, a lot of movement, but not a lot of price shifting. Okay, so there's a few things I'm looking at right now. See this thing? I don't want price to get below 669.43. If it does, it's probably going to test this area again. Okay, I know it's weird, Buck Rogers blockchain. It's just very strange. I don't know why, but yeah, not Starbucks. Yeah, they don't allow Starbucks in, or at least 20 years ago, they didn't allow Starbucks in Israel. There was no. My friend went to Israel. He loved the coffee, but he was like, there was no Starbucks there, and he thought the coffee was actually better than Starbucks, which is why they probably don't have Starbucks there. But anyways, I digress. We want to see a bounce off of this level, the 669 level. That's so let me give you what the red flags will be for me today. Okay. The red flags will be for me today, SPY breaking below 669.18. A big red flag will be here. And I'm talking about end of day. SMH breaking below this 50-day moving average. That's going to be, I don't want to see it break down. I want to see it break up. I want to see it today close like this. Here. Above, not below. That's going to be big. Okay? Big. Big, big, big. All right. Mags. I don't want mags breaking this 200-day moving average. Okay? QQQ. I'm just letting you know exactly what I'm looking at today. I want this reverting higher because this to me looks like it wants to test this area. So I want to see the NASDAQ turn around today and close back here above this range. Look. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like it right here. Okay. Most importantly, and again, I'm going to keep telling you this till this war is over. And yes, we're in war. At least the volatility index thinks we're at war. Anything. So let me just tell you this. Anything above 20 is, there's something going on in the world. That's 20. Over 20 is there's something really bad happening in the world. Okay. So we want this to go back to right here to where there's, hey, is there something going on? It's like, you know how your dog is sleeping when somebody knocks at the door and your dog goes like this, it's on alert. High alert is 20. Danger is 25. We want to go back to high alert. We don't want to go to danger. This is going to be your best indicator of what happens. Now, I'm going to tell you some negativity. Yes, some negativity. See this bar right here? If we can recover 60% of this bar, like up to 32, we're going to go higher. I don't want to see that happening. I want us to peak out right here at 26. Keep your eye on volatility today and keep your eye on those levels that I told you. MAGS, QQQ, SPY, and most importantly, this. Now, you don't have to keep an eye on this. I will be giving you updates throughout the entire day as I usually do, okay? But I'm just letting you know this is what we're up against right now. We're going to have a lot of volatility. Now, I want to explain something to you, and I want you guys to listen and listen good, okay? I really want you guys to listen and listen good right now, okay? Let's say you have and I was telling Sandy this on via email a few days ago, and I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say because this is really important, and a lot of people don't understand this. When volatility expands, okay? What is volatility expanding? It means that all your stocks that were doing this, right, are now doing this. So a stock that was moving, I'm making this up as I'm going along. So let's say you have a $100 stock and your $100 stock was moving when volatility was down here, it was moving $2 a day on average, okay? Now that stock is moving $4 a day on average. The more a stock moves, the less shares you need to own. Do you guys understand that? In order to achieve the same effect. So, for example, if a stock is moving $2 and you want to make $1 on that stock, right? Right? You only need to buy 50 shares because it's if the stock is moving $4, you only need to buy 25 shares. Volatility is an inverse gauge to position size. I'm going to say this again. Volatility is and share size are inverse to each other. All right. If you look at large hedge funds, they're not trading, they're adjusting their position size all day long to match their volatility exposure. You understand that? Now, what I'm explaining to you right now are pretty advanced concepts that most of you don't think about. But volatility determines the movement of the asset. If volatility is twice as high, you should be trading half the shares. You understand that? Because volatility compensates for your shares. So one of the good news when volatility expands is you don't need as many shares. Volatility will compensate for your shares. So you should be reducing your share size as volatility is increasing to compensate for the bigger moves. Look, when things are moving like this, you need 10 shares. When things are moving like this, you need 2 shares. You guys understand that? Your favorite guru's not going to teach you this. Kramer's, because he doesn't understand this himself. Kramer's not going to teach you this. I'm going to teach you this because these are principles you learn by managing money. When volatility increases, you lower your position size because you don't need the size to get the gains that you need because the volatility covers it. You guys understand that? Yes, if you have more wind, you don't need, in other words, let's say you have a hybrid boat and the boat is a sailboat and an energy boat, right? And it switches between sail and energy based on the amount of wind. Well, wind just went from 50 miles per hour to 100 miles per hour. You don't need the same amount of, you don't need to put as much on the gas pedal. You guys understand that? Yet you don't need to take large positions when you take volatility. Volatility is driving the bus. So usually your stocks are moving like this, but right now your stocks are moving like this. What the hell do you need the same size position for? That now, folks, what I just explained is really common sense, but a lot of folks don't understand that. Okay. In addition to equalizing your exposure, which I'll talk about, you know what? I'm going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about. This is going to be a big topic today in the VIP room. So you need to understand that. You don't need to do that. So you need to, yes, which you don't need to do that. Or your loss, your win or your loss, Dino. You understand that? Yes, ATR covers volatility and ATR has been increasing, right? This is ATR. So folks, this is ATR on at the money options on the SPY, by the way, the VIX. That's what this measures. This is a 30-day volatility measurement of the S&P 500. If volatility goes from 15 to 35, that means your stocks in the S&P 500 are moving twice as much, which means you need half of the exposure. Okay? And you're never going to learn this anywhere else, William. Folks, this is institutional quality stuff. All right, I got to get out of here. I really do have to get out of here. I will see you guys at noon in the VIP room, and I'll talk about exposure. I'll talk about equalizing your exposure. A lot of you guys don't understand this. I'm going to explain. I'm going to open up America for you today, as they say. I'm going to open up the world for you. Give me 15 minutes, and I'll open up the world for you. All right. So there is the VIP room. Let me give you some more links. Here is the Zoom room at noon. For noon. Here is the Telegram channel. You're welcome, Mark. See, you learned something new by being here today. And here is customer service live. But you guys do understand that volatility increases your exposure without you increasing your shares. So when volatility increases, you lower your exposure. Okay? That's what institutions do. And today, I'm going to give you a little quick lesson on equalization, position equalization. Okay? And no, you've never heard of position equalization, and nobody's ever taught it to you. Okay? I'm going to explain that to you today. Okay? I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. Don't overreact. Don't be too hasty, and don't panic. Not being hasty and not panicking will get you through this. Okay? I'm going to post this link in the VIP room. In case you missed the pre-market must-watch, it was a great show. You can watch the replay here. All right. I posted that, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Sorry about my appearance. I had to give blood today. I took one for the team. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. And remember, volatility works up and down. Keep your eye on volatility and crude oil. That's what's driving the bus. I'll be updating you throughout the entire day.